You're talking about closing a chapter, opening a new one, but as was stated previously, it would require a culture change, and I'm not feeling totally confident that getting rid of 3 people who were named is going to actually change a culture. I think it's going to take a lot more than that. In fact, I think there are still people there who are involved, we just don't know who they are. In fact, I think that, I think I know the answer to this particular question, and I think the answer is no, it is not ethical for a government agency, whether or not the behest of a PR company they've hired, to treat any regulated entities that are in good standing, as was the case here, differently from their competitors. Now, that would be whether for the purposes of promoting them, disparaging them, sharing information with everybody but them, or with them but nobody else, extracting resources inequitably from an entity in relation to their competitors. I think that would be an answer of a no. But how are you, as hopefully the person that will be going in there, or presumably as the person that will be going there in the future, how are you going to prevent this inequitability or this unequal treatment of regulated entities that are in good standing within the agency?
Certainly. Chair Riley, Senator Thatcher, a couple of thoughts occur to me. First, I think we need to approach, whether it's our relationship with CCOs through contracts or more broadly through development of policy, or really any variety of ways that we deal with partners in the work that we do, with a degree of what I call it, I guess, business-like rigor in terms of the processes and systems and policies that we follow. I think that my track record and the track record of my colleagues at Department of Consumer and Business Services, where I came from, is actually pretty strong in that area. There are some strong parallels to the rate-setting process in the commercial insurance market, where you have a very transparent process, but you've still got issues around confidentiality of some materials and those kinds of things. I think there are skills that I bring with me that can help improve that rigor, and that rigor helps provide a structure that lends to that equitability that you're referring to, but you would like to follow up.
Yes, thank you, and I appreciate that you as a person would be implementing these policies, but how can we as a state ensure that not only this agency, but any other agencies out there that might have this issue, and I do believe there are, how do we ensure that after you've retired and you want to go on cruises, whatever it is, that this culture, I guess, is sustained over the long haul?
Certainly. Chair Riley, Senator Thatcher, the other thing I was going to say is that although I generally believe that an awful lot of what gets done in an agency gets done from empowering employees at the line level to do the great work that they're capable of, culture really comes from the top in an agency. And so first of all, with respect to OHA, I think I myself and the people that end up in senior roles in the organization really are the guardians of the culture of the agency, and can work fairly quickly to improve that culture where it needs to be improved, or reinforce what I believe is already good culture at a line level. I think transparency, though, is the other answer to your question about the longer term. I think the more transparent our processes and our systems and our policies and rules can be, the easier it is for everyone else and all Oregonians to really keep us honest. Again, I'd go back to the rate setting process in commercial insurance at DCBS, where everything from the filings to the conference calls between actuaries to the hearings are live streamed, public record, available on the internet. It's with all due respect to my colleagues, pretty boring stuff, but it's all out there, and that transparency, I think, helps reinforce and make a culture stick.
Thank you. Anyone